480 then, starting to sort them out. And I wonder whether that pole vault is right at that top end of the track and the women's 200 meters. Well, they won't be looking at that at all, of course, but it means that eyes of the spectators can turn to the track just for a few minutes. On the outside, Tamara Clark, the USA, 21.98, and still didn't make the American team, fourth in their trials. Shauna Miller-Weibo, well, she was beaten by Sherika Jackson the other night in Hungary. I think probably a bit of a surprise to her. Jackson in incredible form, the medalist behind Miller-Weibo in 2016 in the 400, now concentrating on the 100 and the 200. And Miller-Weibo herself looking still, we're not quite 100% sure. Will she just run the 400? Will she take on the double? We think Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce will be doubling up, of course, 100 and 200 in Tokyo. Ta Lou herself, fourth on both occasions 5 years ago. And we have to say 5 years ago at the Olympics now. And it looks as though, to be honest, she's heading for perhaps one of the minor places, but she'll be trying to prove that wrong. Okekbare still absolutely flying, perhaps a little better at the 100 meters, under 11 seconds again during the week. 200 just hovering around the 22 flat mark. US-based Nigerian. And then Kambunji from Switzerland, bronze medalist in Doha at this event. Dina Asher-Smith, she'll be in the next Diamond League in Gateshead in a few days' time. And then Dezerea Bryant, sixth in the American Olympic trials. So 7 women, lane 1 is empty. Shauna Miller-Weibo, the Olympic 400-meter champion, against the Olympic 100-meter champion and multiple world champion, and in the form, the sort of form that many people would not have expected to see the 34-year-old in. Miller-Weibo, yes, and for her, of course, the 400, by no means a foregone conclusion. Will she still consider doubling up? It would mean her having to run 2 races in the same day. First round of the 400 on the morning of the final of the 200. Perhaps more of that later. Miller-Weibo in lane 7 towers over Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce, of course, in terms of height. But at this event, the two are very well matched. Miller-Weibo actually gets out not too bad at all, but Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce has already taken a couple of meters out of her. Ta Lou started very quickly as well in lane 5, and Miller-Weibo's got a lot of work to do to get back on terms, but she will charge down the home straight. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Ta Lou have the lead, but here comes Miller-Weibo. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce in a scrap with Ta Lou, takes the lead, but it's going to be Miller-Weibo, perhaps. No! Or did she? Tim's saying yes. She needed a lean at the end there, didn't she? She really did need a little lean. I think she just about got it. Not by much. Not the quickest of times. We don't always get super fast times here. But those two went off so hard, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Ta Lou. I don't know whether they just ran the legs out of each other. I was a little surprised that Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce couldn't hold Ta Lou. And indeed, neither of them could hang on to Miller-Weibo when she charged down the last 20-30 meters.
Well, I'll tell you what, Fraser-Pryce has improved at 200 this year. And she and Ta Lou very similar in build, but Miller-Weibo unwinds those long legs for the full 200 meters, doesn't she? Really uses the last 50, keeps coming. She knows they will slow. She knows she can keep running hard as a 400-meter runner. She's got that strength and endurance, and boy, does she use it. And not too soon did she reach the end of the track, or the end of the line. She wins by 2 100ths of a second. And actually, Steve, Ta Lou given second place.
Yep, not much in it at all in the end. She didn't feel as though she needed a lean, just used her momentum. But that cut it very fine. 2 100ths of a second. There you go. Not the quickest of races, it has to be said, with a slight following wind as well. And some fairly slow times behind, the likes of Kambunji and Okekbare. But Miller-Weibo will be delighted to have come away with a win there.